Okay, so members, today we are going to see more about how do we find the minimum and maximum values of functions. We are going to see now two different cases. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. To start with, of course, we first use our formula. We have seen videos of how we use our formula. Then we are going to just apply it here. So this one, I think you know how we are using it. If you have R equal to this, then that's how you get R, we square A, we square B. Then alpha will be B over A if sign starts here. So we shall say from there that let R sine the angle we have, if this one is positive for sine, if it was for cos, would have been negative, but that's not the lesson of today. Let it be for sine theta, then plus 3 cos theta. From here I start my A is 4, and then my B is 3, meaning that my R would be square root of which would be 5. Then from there I need to get alpha. This is how you get alpha. B over N, which would be my B is 3 over 4, and this will give you 6.87 degrees. So now from here I'm going to substitute. So I have 5 now sine theta plus alpha, which is 6.87 degrees, equaling to 4 sine theta or theta. So after, you see now I have expressed it in this form. So the whole of this is equal to this. Now I'm handle part A. Part A, they want me to get the maximum and the minimum value of this function. So we know that the whole of this is we remove it. So we do other formulas so that we don't use this again. So the whole of this is this. 7 degrees. So it means that now to get the maximum value of that, the maximum value, it means that to get maximum, sine should be maximum. So you see that our sine of theta by 36.87 degrees should be equal to 1. So now I mean that if this is my f, maxima, it will be now 10 plus 5. The whole of this should be 1 into 1, which will give me 15. Then, as simple as that, if they want the value where it occurs, you just solve this. Then the minimum values. For minimum values, we say now the whole of this should be negative 1. So sine of theta plus 36.87 degrees should be negative 1. Now I'm praying that my f mean is going to be 10, then plus 5 into the whole of this is now negative 1, which will give you a 5. So now, in part B, let us be careful now with part B. Part B, they are giving us now 3 over 10 plus 4. But we said, if this one is our function, if I call it our function of sec theta, it will be now 3 over 10 plus the whole of this. We have seen it's equal to this. 7 degrees. Now, here I want its maximum value. Now, here we don't substitute directly. Here you have to put into common sense. If you want the maximum of a rational function, it means we minimize the denominator. So the denominator should be small. For example, if I have a half and 1 over 3, then 1 over 5. You start this one is bigger than this and is bigger than this. So if you want a maximum of a rational function, it means that always its denominator should be smaller. The smaller the denominator, the bigger the function, the whole function. So this will start with 0.5, this one is 0.6 regarding, and this one is 0.2. So it starts, this one is 0.3. The bigger the denominator, the smaller the value. So meaning that now, this time, if we want the maximum value of this, if it is a fraction or if it's a rational function, it means that now we substituting the minimum so that we minimize the denominator. The smaller the denominator, the bigger the value. So meaning that now, here if I want the maximum value of this, it means that now I should minimize this sign. So my sign, 36.87, should be now -1. There we are using just common sense. That if you want this to be maximum, you make sure that your denominator is small. So now here we put in the minimum value because it will make this smaller. So here my f max will be now 3 over now 10, then plus 5 into, now the whole of this is -1, which will give you 3 over 5, which is 0.6. Now, if I want the minimum value of this, now, if I want the minimum value, now I should make, if I want the smallest value, this one, the denominator should be big. So mean that now I put in the value of sign, which is maximum. I think in applied math, that thing will work so much when you are in the, is it errors? Yeah. To minimize, you make the denominator small. I mean to maximize, you make the denominator small. To minimize, you make the denominator big. So now, the minimum value of this is going to happen when theta plus 36.87 when it's maximum. So my f minimum will be now 3 over. Now here I'm going to be having 10 plus 5 into, where there is the whole of this, I put a 1. And so this will be 3 over 15. And that I think gives you, I think 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. And see that now the minimum, of course, this one is minimum. And this one is its maximum. So that's the only thing that changes. If you have a rational function, if you want the maximum value, put in the minimum value of sign, you will get the maximum. If you want the minimum value, now put in the maximum value of that function. Even if it's cos, you do the same thing. Whether it's cos, if this was cos, then still, if you want the maximum, you put in the minimum. If you want the minimum, you put in the maximum. That's it. I wish you.